The newest gear set is called Refactor. Now, what this gear set does is it creates a new way of self-healing and also team support if you want to go down that road. But more importantly, it brings a new self-healing aspect to the game that we have never seen before in the Division 2. Now, what this gear set does is every time you injure a enemy with your skills, it will take a portion of that damage and heal yourself at the exact same time. So you're able to do damage and heal and just keep going nonstop. And that's just with your skills. So what I've been requested for the last month or so since this gear set came out is how would I put this together for like a solo player? How would I put together like a refactor, like immortal build, some sort of like regen god, type of status associated with this gear set. And well, it took a little bit of farming, but I think I finally got together a good refactor build that is worth, talking about. So let's do the breakdown. I'll show you the gameplay and we'll get out of here. I hope everyone is having a great weekend, and here we go. What's going on, YouTube? Kamikazevondoom here with another Division 2 build video. Now, shout out to the DoD Disciples of Doom. And in today's build video, I'm going to bring to you a refactor build that you can use in PvE, PvP. It doesn't matter. It's up to you. But well, if you're interested, sit back, relax, grab that popcorn. Don't forget to hit that like, subscribe if you haven't already, and let me know what you think in the comment section below. But we typically just do the build breakdown first and then all of the gameplay at the end. That way I show you how to put the build together and then I show you how I use it. All right, here we go. So starting with the build breakdown. Now this might look different and it is different. I typically would not run refactor. I've been trying it since the PTS and I just can't find a way of fitting it into my playstyle. But if I were to put together a refactor regen god build, this is what it would look like, okay? And we will be testing it out and I'll show you exactly how it works. But I have had this requested quite a few times, so if you're one of the people that was interested in this build combination, let me know in the comments, and well, here you go. Now, starting off at the top, I do have the technician specialization. The reason for that is I did want the +1 skill tiers. We do need a little bit more skill damage on here, but the way around that is what I'm going to do is switch over to the test subject, get a little perfectly in sync up in there, because that will give me another 40% skill damage, so maybe that will help a little bit. And or I do have the TDI card custom that could give me in sync and a skill tier at the same time, so we could use that as well. But my primary weapon I'm going to try out is the Pestilence. The reason for that is I want damage over time against my enemies while my skills are doing a good chunk of my damage as well. And then I can switch over to my other weapons and get that in sync or boost in skill damage. So I'm trying to put together a very well synchronized build for like solo play. That way you're not worried about just using one weapon, and you can actually use all three weapons in this build combination. Now, as far as the whole immortal regen god and all that blase blah aspect to it, what am I talking about? Well, I kind of went a different route with this one. So typically, refactor would drop with yellows or blues. What I did is I went with all blues. I had to wait and get armor regeneration to drop on each of these. That way I could run an armor core for each. Now on top of that, I do have one piece Bellstone Armory and one piece of Murakami being the named knee pads, the Emperor's Guard knee pads. Now what this does is it gives me 2% armor regeneration on top of the armor regeneration I'm getting from the refactor items, and then we get into the whole like self-healing from the refactor gear set. Now on top of that, to increase my survivability even further, I do have Adrenaline Rush on here that gives me bonus armor whenever I get close to an enemy. Now as far as the skills to heal myself, I am using the Striker Drone. This doesn't heal yourself for a lot, but it will constantly heal you. And on top of that, I do have the explosive sticky bomb. Just in case I need a big bump in healing, I can shoot a sticky bomb and I can heal up that way as well. Now, I will be showing you quite a bit of gameplay in different sections of the map, just so that you can see in different, situations, this will still work out, even up to, heroic with directives and all of that for solo gameplay. Now, as far as the build itself, we'll get to that after the weapons. So, as far as the weapons go, I am starting with the Pestilence. You could switch it over to the Capacitor if you don't want to use the test subject. You could just use the Capacitor if you want, but then you will have no damage over time debuffs, and you would just have to, use the Capacitor as your primary weapon. But for me, what I'm trying out for this build is I'm going Pestilence for that Plague of the Outcast, doing that debuff over time to all those different enemies. And then I'm going to switch over to the test subject and get that perfectly in sync going. That way I get that extra skill damage and healing. Now, if I am in a pickle, I can whip out the TDI card custom. What this does is it would give me another skill tier, but then also I could proc in sync on there. So then I would get another skill tier plus 30% skill damage when everything is procced. So this is a nice little setup. I'm digging it a lot. I really am. I would typically just go Capacitor with like the Slayer and the backup boomstick, but I was thinking, if I'm going to make one of these like requested builds, how would I actually do it, start to finish? And that includes all of the other weapons and everything in between. So this is the setup. Pretty cool. Now, as far as the modifiers for PvE, you would definitely want to use the modifiers because you get that overcharge, which just makes everything amazing. Once you get that overcharge, just stick with the Pestilence, and then you're getting more damage over time, debuff ticks, but then you also have your overcharge skills, and then you can just constantly get heals that way. I mean, with the rogue momentum and you're healing yourself with armor regeneration and damage over time with skills, I mean, you're really, really doing well. This is a really fun build to use. It's just not, I don't know. I really love to run and gun and do a lot of damage. So the whole self-healing, it does help you. And I know a lot of people like to run around with a lot of armor and feel, very tanky and immortal-like. They like to take their time with their missions and what have you, and, do things flawlessly and never go down. And this is definitely a build for that because you don't have to worry about going down or dying or anything. But at the same time, it will take you a little bit longer to clear all of the rooms before you get, your rogue momentum maxed out. But my way around that is using this active modifier called Overdrive. So this automatically maxes out your rogue momentum and you're good to go. Not only that, but it gives you unlimited ammo supply while it's active with more rate of fire skill damage and weapon damage. It's pretty badass. As far as the passive modifiers, this is important. So I use the aggressive drone with the rigged battery. Both of these are for the drone. And then I use the explosive expertise for the sticky bomb because if I get a multi-kill, that will automatically reduce the cooldown, which is pretty cool. Now, once you get the rogue momentum up and you get your overcharged skills, you're gonna more than likely get a multi-kill with your explosive sticky. So that will keep that skill coming back pretty fast. I like it a lot. It's not bad. Now, as far as the build itself, let's go ahead. Oh, no, we didn't finish with the weapons. So the Pestilence is my primary weapon. This one is fully maxed out. Max expertise, max attributes, damage to armor for that bottom attribute. The secondary is the test subject, damage to targets out of cover. Now, this one, expertise is only 12. So you can get this one 16% higher. Pretty crazy. But again, we're using it for the perfectly in sync because when everything is said and done, you get 40% weapon damage and skill damage. And that leaves us with the pistol. Here is the TDI card custom. We already talked about this earlier. As long as it is in your hands, you get that +1 skill tier. It also comes with in sync. And I have max pistol damage on that bad boy. Now, those are your weapons. Now, as far as the build itself, this is a tank build. You are going to feel immortal. This is awesome. Now, the reason for the whole immortal feel, the whole never die feel, it's because of this new gear set refactor. So let's go ahead and jump into it. So refactor. The new gear set gives you status effects, which is all right, skill damage, and then the 4-piece gives you the new talent Return to Sender. Now, because we have the chest piece, we get the extra talent called Increased Interest. Now, what that does is it increases the self-healing to 25%. Crazy. So the 25% is the repairs that you get from the skills, and then your allies would get 35%. But we're not worried about the whole ally part of this because I'm going to typically be running this solo. So this gives 25% of all skill damage we do back to us as healing. So we do have to provide quite a bit of skill damage over time. And to compensate for that, I went with the armor regeneration. That way I get the armor regeneration healing, I get the skill healing, and then I also have my armor kits to fall back on if need be. Now, as far as the refactor gear set items, everything is armor and armor regeneration. They are gear set items, so they can only, be the double blue. As far as the mods, I went all skill haste just to help it out. But remember, you do get overcharge when everything is said and done at that max rogue momentum, and you get overcharge with the overdrive, right? Because it maxes out your rogue momentum at the same time. All right. So that was for the chest piece. The next piece of refactor, the mask, armor, armor regeneration, and skill haste for the mod. For the gloves, armor, armor regeneration. And for the holster, armor, armor regeneration. Now, as far as the last two items, again, they are all about armor regeneration. So first one, Emperor's Guard knee pads. These are the named Murakami knee pads with armor regeneration as an attribute and 1% armor regeneration as a special named attribute. So you have to find it with both of those rolls. Well, you already get the 1%, so you need the normal armor regeneration roll at the bottom, and then you can change the core attribute to an armor core. Now, this is named Murakami, so you do get skill duration, and that does help out your striker drone. And finally, we have a Bellstone Armory backpack with Adrenaline Rush for that backpack talent. Now, Adrenaline Rush will give us 60% bonus armor when everything is maxed out. So what is that? That's over 1,000,000 armor for just bonus. So we're running around with over 3,000,000 armor. We get armor regeneration and we get self-healing from the skills all at the same time. And we're dealing more skill damage with our secondary and sidearm, and we're dealing damage over time with our primary weapon. Now back to this backpack after the Adrenaline Rush. The brand set bonus, Bellstone Armory, gives us 1% armor regeneration. For the core, we do have maxed out armor with armor regeneration and skill damage rolls for those bottom attributes, and skill haste for the mod. Now you could, if you don't care about your skill duration, you could go armor on kill here. But there's really no point with that. You are so tanky. You have all these sources of healing. You shouldn't need armor on kill on top of that. But if you wanted to, you could change this to gunner and go armor on kill mods. But then your skills are going to hit a hell of a lot less. So that's why I'm going with skill damage, the skill tier, the skill haste, help out my skills a little bit more because I am really high into the armor and armor regeneration, and I'm just barely touching the whole skill damage part of the build. Now, I think that is it. So my skills are not maxed out. None of these items are maxed out. In fact, the only thing maxed out on the entire build is the Pestilence. Everything else could get better. The skills could hit harder, the build could be tankier, and my other weapons could hit harder. So just remember, if you have the materials and you can expertise upgrade, it does make them better, whether it be, in small increments or not. It still does help it out. Now let's finish up with the good old stat sheet. Now this is for the Pestilence. We're sitting at 81.1k weapon damage, bare minimums on the crit and headshot because this is a tanky skill build basically. Going to the offensive tab, we're at 38% all weapons damage bonus and 30% LMG damage bonus. So every time we're using the Pestilence, we're at 68% damage bonus total. We do have that increased interest giving us more heals from the refactor. We do get Adrenaline Rush giving us more bonus armor. We are rounded up to 2 million armor, but you could get to 2.1 million if you maxed out all of the expertise. Again, none of my gear items are maxed out, so this 2 million armor is as high as it's going to go just with the bare minimums here for the expertise. Now, as far as the health, we are sitting at just max health, 363k, and you get that just from reaching shade level 2000. But more importantly, check out the armor regeneration. We're at 68k armor regeneration per second with the self-healing. This is going to be pretty fun to show you. Now, the explosive resistance and hazard, both 10%, but that's due to my watch level. So, here is my disclaimer for all my build videos. I'm sitting at shade level 12,770. That means all these boxes are maxed out 50 of 50. If you are at or above shade level 1000, you can copy and paste my build and get the exact same numbers and results. However, if you are below shade level 1000, some of these boxes are not going to be maxed out. So when you go to copy and paste my build, some of your numbers might be lower. It's okay. Don't freak out. It's still a good build to use. Trust me. Just remember, you max out in these boxes at shade level 1000, and you max out your health at shade level 2000. Now, after that, you get to start worrying about the expertise. And again, there is nothing on here maxed out besides my Pestilence. So you can make this a hell of a lot tankier and make the skills a hell of a lot better. So just make sure that you save up on your materials, spend those expertise upgrades, and get the most potential out of your builds. But that is it for the build breakdown. This is my refactor Regen God build. There we go. So I hope you enjoyed. If you found this helpful or informative in any way, shape, or form, please hit that thumbs up. Support the channel by subscribing, and let me know what you think in the comment section below. And finally, shout out where you're from. It's cool to see where everybody is from. But again, I'm Kamikazevondoom. Take care of yourself. Enjoy the rest of your day. Peace out. Oh yeah, and roll that footage. Now, before we get into the gameplay, let me just show you a little bit about the build really quick. And then we'll get into the gameplay, I promise. So to do so, what I'm going to do, you can already see my armor bar is ridiculously strong. This is going to be one of those immortal builds, man. Like, it's really, really, really strong. Alright, so check this out. 481 per tick with no extra buffs, no nothing. No overdrive, no rogue momentum, nothing. That's 481 per tick on a tank build that heals itself. What do I mean by heals itself? Look at my armor. Check this out. I'm going to try. Look at this. You see how long it takes?
Vital signs critical.
All right, now check this out, right? Boop-a-doop. I'm max health. I'm max armor. Not max health. Max armor. Now, you want to see like a drone? Check this out. So here's just one target. All right. Oh, did that not hit him? Maybe it did. Here's the drone healing. Look at my armor. It's just constantly. Now that's max. Let me see. Alright, there we go. I'm gonna go down there. Oh, I missed the sticky bomb. Oh, but I'm max armor already. Hold up. I'm trying to show you how, dude, look at my arm. Like, it's ridiculous. It is truly ridiculous. Let me see if I can hit him. Yo, I can't hit him. Let me see. No, I still can't hit him. Here, I'll try to hit the, Alright.
Serious trauma detected.
Take out the drone. Alright, now here is with overdrive. See that? And I'm already max armor. I mean, granted, like, this is over 2 million armor. And I can get it back instantly. Let's try to hit this one. Alright, watch this. Look at the healing on this.
Immediate medical assistance needed.
Look at this. And I'm already back. Already back. That's crazy. Alright, let's get out of here. I'll show you some gameplay. I mean, you can already get the gist of this. You're going to be very, very, very tanky. Your survivability is cranked to like a freaking 15. It's ridiculous. So try it out. If you don't believe me, well, check out this build right here and the gameplay. And for my first trick, we're going to do heroic with some directives here. Let's do Fog of War. And we'll do 3 directives because we are using a skill build. But we'll do a few classified assignments, something like that. Heroic with some directives. I don't know. Something I would typically do solo. And we'll just show you exactly how it works.
This area locked down. You're going to need to breach the entrance.
Alright, here we go. If you haven't already, hit that thumbs up. Support the channel by subscribing. And here is your PvE portion of the gameplay. I hope you enjoy. Mm-hmm. Got him. Ouch. Okay. Got him. He's gonna go down. GG's.
Hostile radio intercepted.
Yeah, I think I stayed at max armor the whole time, huh? That's pretty crazy.
Smart.
It seems to be a really, really fun build so far.
So that's
I don't feel the lack of damage. I know it's a tanky build, but it feels pretty strong so far. Get those ticks going. Oh, there you go. Alright, so when that happens, check this out. Do that. Boom. Look at that. And now I'm right back to max armor. Oh, look at that. The armor regeneration is going through the bleed. There we go. At least I can show what the healing does as well. That's pretty cool. Booyah. And... Booyah.
Backup at National Bond. Division agents have infiltrated the building.
GG's.
Copy that. Sending reinforcements.
Keep it going.
Damn it. Agent,
This is
take out
pretty
the
fun.
comms so they can't call for more backup.
Definitely feel mortal. I love it. I mean, I have to like have my back turned to them and like just not even care for my armor to even go down. I'm digging it. I'm digging it. Here we go. Let's keep it going. Trying to get these ticks to spread everywhere. Yeah, there we go. Booyah. Get the ticks back on them. At this point, I can just keep peppering them with the pestilence ticks. There we go. Easy peasy. Now. Booyah!
Detected.
Easy peasy.
Check that computer for intel. Might shed some light on what the True Sons have been doing here.
GG's. That was a nice little heroic solo run. We'll do another one. I'm digging it. We'll do another different heroic run.
That intel you picked up was an
That was
analysis
easy.
of our defenses at the White House. The True Sons identified several vulnerable areas in our perimeter. We can use this.
On to the next. All right, let's keep the classified assignment train rolling. We're going to do the Nelson Theater. The theater. Again, we'll do, what, 3 directives? All right, so it'll be heroic 3 directives. That way I can use my skills. I hope you enjoy. If you haven't yet, hit that thumbs up. Support the channel. I do daily division content.
Police use the building as a
So ring
temporary
that
station during the
notification bell. That
outbreak.
way you don't miss a
They built some
single
holding
division
cells on
upload.
lifts under the stage. That's probably where they're keeping the hostages.
Here we go.
Go through the lobby. And the house is on the first level. You can gain access from there.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, this is really fun, actually. I mean, look at the healing. My armor's just constantly going back up. I mean, it's really not bad. It's a really good build. The more that I'm using it, I get it. I do. I get it. This is a really strong, tanky. You don't have to worry about anything. Just let your drone. In case of emergency, you have a sticky bomb. Because remember, a quarter of that sticky bomb damage will heal you. So, there's that. I mean, there's some good things going on. You see? So I hit him with the sticky bomb and I automatically went back to max armor. I mean, it's pretty badass. I do dig it. I dig it a lot. Alright, there's the next wave. Oh yeah, this is cool. Here we are. I love it. I'm actually really loving this. I think this is the first time where I did a build breakdown, and then by the time I did all of the gameplay, I feel a little bit different. Like, while I was doing the build breakdown, I'm like, meh, I mean, it's okay. It's tanky. It does heal yourself. It is fun. But the more and more that I'm using it, the more I get it. It's like, yeah, this is, like, really fun. Like, you're not going to die. You're not. Like, it really doesn't matter. In case of emergency, you have the perfectly in sync. You have the sticky bomb. I mean, just check this out. Even without perfectly in sync, check this out. Boom. Back to max armor. Just like that. And then what I could do here is I can get them on max stacks. And then get them with perfectly in sync. Look at that. And then just pepper them. Super easy. Look at that. Yeah, I'm actually really liking this build. The whole Regen God build, the whole Immortal, it's true. It feels really good. Highly recommend you try it out. We're just going to fly through these really quick. We got this. Let me know if you want more refactor builds. I mean, they are fun. I get it. Maybe I'll try one with like some more weapon damage as well. But I guess that would defeat the whole purpose of the healing and the immortal feel. Yeah, light them up. Yep. See if I can get him with the sticky bomb. Oh yeah. Got him. Nice. That was good. Yeah, we got it. I don't think at any point am I ever worried about my survivability or my armor. I don't think I'm ever worried about it at all. I think it feels really good. This is a really nice build. Yeah, I'm digging it. Yep, there we go. Booyah. Keep on moving. Yeah, that'll pass the ticks to each other. Very good. There we go. That's why I like the pestilence. Look at that. Damage over time. Very good. Very good. This is actually making it very easy. I'm liking this a lot. Oh, I missed. Oh, I missed. Alright, let me show you some healing. Alright, here we go. Oop, he destroyed it pretty quick. But I'm already near max armor. GG's. GG's. I mean, we're just flying through this. That's heroic, directive, solo. I mean, it's super easy. Like, this is feeling very strong. Highly recommend trying this out and letting me know what you feel. But it's seeming like this is a very strong setup. I'm loving it. Reach the mission. Exit. Was that it? Yeah, we just ran through 2 of these heroic 3 directives super fast. And we're super tanky. Wow.
Thanks for rescuing those hostages. Hopefully, they'll come work with us instead of the hyenas.
Very good. Very good. I mean, I'm getting a shade level every time I do these classified assignments. You get quite a bit of XP doing them. I dig it. But hey, let me know what you think about the Refactor Regen God build. I mean, this thing's crazy.
Come work with us instead of the hyenas. We can always use more people with medical training.
Look at that. I gained 3 levels in like a matter of like 10 minutes. Legit. Nice. Very cool. All right, that is it for me. I am Kamikazevondoom. Hit the like, subscribe. You know the whole YouTube spiel. And I'll see you in the next one, all right? Peace out.